So our next video is going on about if a person has a prescription and they come in, we read their glasses, they do their vision, and we already know what they're working with. So we just need to refine the glasses from there. We don't need to start from scratch this time. This is your most common way that you're going to see patients, is that they already have a pair of glasses and you're just trying to refine it. So here's what we have to start. This is their prescription, and we're going to plug this into the phoropter. So we're going to start out, here's where we are. They're a -1, so there's -1. They're a +225, so we're going to put in 225 there, or 225, and it's at 180 degrees. So we're going to put that in here, right there. And the other eye is just a +2 sphere. So this is going to be less common, but I'm just giving you some options here. So we're bringing the dial down, because there's where the plus is here. And then there's sphere, which means there's nothing in this box here. They don't have any astigmatism correction. So this time when we refract them on an eye that they already have astigmatism, then this is how we'll start out. So we'll go ahead and occlude the left eye. Let's imagine the patient's back there, they're all adjusted, everything looks great. So our first step here will be to check the sphere. So here's 1, 2. They don't like that. They want to go back. So here's 1, 2. They like this better. So we've got this figured out. Let's say everything's the same at this point. We don't have to keep going. We're good here. Let's go over to the Jackson cross, the point of contention for everybody that is learning to refract. So we're going to move this in the way here. Now this time we're going to automatically start out on the axis, because we already know they usually are about 180, so that's where their glasses are. So we're going to adjust the knob to 180 degrees, and then a lot of times I'll just look at this side of the knob, just because that's how I refract. It doesn't really matter, you just want to look at one side only. You don't want to switch back and forth because that'll get confusing. So we'll just stick right here. So this side of the knob matches this side of the knob. This one matches this one. That's what you're looking for. So we'll stick right here. Here's 1, and that's 2. Let's say the patient wants to go toward 2. That means they want to go toward 15 degrees. They want to go down. So we'll go down 15 degrees. Here's 1. That's 2. This time they want this one right here. So that means that we overpassed. So they want something in between 180 and 15, but we overshot it. So we'll go back by 5 degrees. Here's 1. That's 2. Let's say we want to go back up to number 2 here. So they want to go down up to 5 degrees. So that would be our next setting here. We'll line that up there, which is better now, 1 or 2. And they say that it's 2 or it looks the same. So if it's 2, then that means that you could probably just leave it alone, because we've already gone to the other axis point and it looked the same. So we're going to just stick right here. So this is the axis. The new axis on that is going to be 5 degrees. Now we want to change it so that we're checking the power. So let's see if they need more astigmatism or less astigmatism. So here's 1, 2, they say 1, so they want a little bit more. And it's very common for them to pick up a lot of astigmatism correction or a new sil power in the Jackson cross, very common. So we'll say 1, 2, and let's say they like 1 again, so we'll give them a little bit more. Here's 1, 2, they want 2, so we'll give them a little bit more. This time they do 1, 2, you see it's about the same, or this option here. Red, again, meaning stop. It means they're satisfied with where they are, or at this point they already have maybe too much power and they want to go back. So we're trying to figure out that here. So we're going to move the Jackson cross out of the way. We'll do 1, 2. Well, let's double check this. So we're just using this knob right here. So here's our 1, that's +3, or +275. And let's say they like 275 better. And then I'll usually go back just a little bit more. So here's 1, 2. Let's say they like this power better here. So then we'll stick there. So then let's refine the sphere. Here's 1, 2. 2 looks better to them. And that makes sense because of the fact that we added 2/4 of cylinder power here. So we're giving them a 1/4 of minus to compensate for that. So that's how you would do this eye. And you wouldn't have to do a 4-step test. This is your most common method, but this is how you would start out.